Hi everyone! Today we are doing a Morphe review of the Such a Gem palette, and it's just going to be the purples in the palette. So let's go ahead and get started. I've already primed my eyes, so let's go in and then we'll do the review. So the first color I'm going to go in with this brush is the Make It Rain color. And we're just going to tap it in twice because that will give us enough pigment to get it where we need it. And we're going to do that, the outer part here. So we're just going to tap it in and then just go up. And you can tell that is pretty pigmented. Just go back and forth and just tap it. And then I do like to tap it in there twice again. 1, 2. And then create your 7. Okay. Now for the other side. And just tap it in. Like you're pushing it in there. I feel like we need a little bit more in that corner there. Okay. Now, I like to take a good mid-tone color and I'm going to go in with the color that is called, it's Violet, like lit. It's a kind of a purple shimmer. And I just tapped it in 3 times. Make sure you can see some pigment on there. And then I'm going to stick it right there and do little small circles, working it toward the inner corner of the eye. And do that again. Okay. And then the other side. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you can see it on the brush. Stick it right there. And then move it into the corner using little small circles. Okay. And let's look at both of them, see if they look even. I feel like this one needs just a little bit more blending. Okay. Now I like to do a lighter color on the lid. So let's go in. And I want to use a blue tone. So there's a color called Peri Twinkle. So now we're going to go in with Peri Twinkle with a flat brush, and we're going to put that on the lid. And it's a blue tone purple. Make sure you can see the product on there. And then put it on your lid. Now this is a color that you are going to have to go back in with. Make sure you can see the product. That really does help. This is probably a color that's maybe a little bit better applied with your finger or with a wet brush. It is a very beautiful purple tone, blue toned purple. Now the other eye. Make sure you can see that product really good on there. That will help fill out a lot. And just blend that in, pat it on. Okay, I feel like we've got that on very good. All right, now I'm going to pause it for a second and then I will be right back. All right, so we are back. All I did was eyeliner and then packed the darker color on the eyeliner line. And then I just did my concealer. So now we're just going to put a color underneath the eye there. And we're going to go in with Amethyst Avenue. And I just tapped it 3 times. You can tell there's product on there. And I'm just going to put that under the eye. And I like to go just like midway and then try to meet it up right there. Let's do the other eye. All right then, so we've got that on, and so I'm going to go ahead and finish up my lashes, and then I'll be right back and we'll do the fun review. All right? All right, now we're going to do the review of the Such a Gem Artistry Palette by Morphe. So let's swatch out the colors. You can see what they look like, and then I will give you my review. So the first color that we are going to swatch out here is called Amethyst Awe. It's on the second row. So I just move my finger around 3 times and then I'll swatch it on my arm. Okay, now the next color is on the second to the last, is called Lavender. Okay, the next color is called Purple Majesty. And then the next one is called, it's Violet. Okay, and then the last one is called Make It Rain. Okay. Now I need to wipe off my hand, and then I will do the rest of the colors. We have 3 colors left to swatch out. Okay. Just trying to make sure all the colors off so it doesn't pull one way or the other as a different color. Okay, now for the last 3 colors. And this is the bottom row. We have Perry Twinkle. And then the next one is called Loaded Lilac. Okay, and then the very last one is called Grape Mines. Holy Toledo. Sometimes I forget how pigmented some of these are. This is just what's left on my finger, so I'll wipe that off. And then let's go over the colors that I've swatched on my hand. And we'll talk about them. Okay, now the first color here is called Amethyst Avenue. And this is a really beautiful, it's a warm purple with just a little bit of shimmer, not a lot. And then the next one is called Lavender, and it's a shimmer. It's very light, and it has a lot of, not glitter, but it's like finer than a glitter or a topper. And it's like a pink, a pink and pink, blue, and purple. And then this next one here is called Purple Majesty. And this, to me, reminds me more of like a very warm toned purple. It mostly looks like a mauve tone to me. And then the next one here is called It's Violet, and it is very much a purple shimmer. Very nice. And then this next one here is called Make It Rain, and that's the one we put right here. It is very much a very deep purple. And it's a matte. It tends to be a little bit patchy. I'm sorry. So you do really have to pat this one on to get the color that you need. And this next one here is called Perry Twinkle. That's the one that we put all over the lid. It's the blue toned purple. I think it's really beautiful, that color. And then the next color is called Loaded Lilac. This reminds me just more of a warm toned, like a warm toned purple. It's has more of the pink tones than it really does the purple tones, just like this one here. And then the last one here is called Grape Mines, and it is just a matte purple, which is very nice. And then actually I was just thinking that there's actually one more color that I wanted to show you, if I can build it up how I need to. And it is called, it's one of the center ones, and it's called Here For It. And it looks pink, like a pink shimmer, but let me swatch it out for you. 1, 2, 3. When I swatch this one out, this is definitely a topper here. I hope you can see that. It looks like it's mostly pink in the pan with the pink shimmer, but it also really does have a very nice shift to it, where it does have those blue flakes in there, where if you put that on your lid, it will look like a purple shimmer, just very light. Okay, so I feel like my viewpoint of just the purples in the palette, only the purples, is these two right here are probably your truest purples that you have in the palette. This one's a little lighter, this one's a little darker. This one can be a little bit patchy, so this one you are going to need to pat on. This one applies really well. This is a nice cool tone blue. I really love putting this one on the lid. These two are more of your mauve tones, like your pinky toned purples. They have that warmer sense to them. These two are more of like your shimmers, and they do apply nicely. And I said this one is really kind of unique because it does do that. It looks pink in the pan, like a pink topper shimmer, and it's a little bit more of a chunkier kind of consistency of a glitter. But when you put that on the lid, it does kind of look like a light shimmery purple. So it's really beautiful that way. So my overall view is, I think it's got a lot of nice purple colors to it. I've already explained the ones I really like. It's got nice dark tones and mid tones and light tones. You've got a nice selection of mattes and shimmers. There's just only one thing I wish that they would change. I wish that this would have been a little less patchy, and I wish that this topper color had been, that they had ground the pigments a little bit more, so it was so it didn't feel quite so gritty of a texture to it. I feel like all the other colors apply relatively nicely. So I think out of a total of 0 to 5, I would give it probably a good solid 4 because it's got some really good colors there. And that's my review of the Morphe Such a Gem purples in the palette. If you enjoyed this kind of video, please like, subscribe, or just leave a comment, because I'd like to get to know who's watching my videos and what they like about them or what they don't. I plan on doing a purple video every so often, just when I find a palette. And I have more palettes that I will be reviewing and letting you know what I think of them. And so, like I said, if you enjoy it, please subscribe. And I also have other things that I will be doing on my channel. And I appreciate you very much if you are subscribed. I know that I have 5 subscribers, so I think that's pretty great. And have a wonderful day. And as always, please be kind. Thank you.